welcome back to Fallout 4. All right. Well, here we are in the submarine command center, part of the base, and that terminal is where we have to go to access Dima's memories, and yeah, you can't do it in power armor. I kind of figured that, just simply because of that right there. Yeah. Okay, so let's get in there and get access to these memories. Now, as I recall, there is a thing where basically Dima is got a voiceover through this thing telling you about how to proceed and so on. And there is some bugger or other that you really don't want to skip those those voice things, because it will cause problems. Okay.
If you're listening to this, then you made it inside my memory banks.
So I may be able to interrupt it like this, but I can't skip it.
Take a moment. I know it's a lot at once.
Okay, yeah, I know, it is. And I know what to do with these.
The architecture you're seeing is data. My data. When I'm plugged into the chair, this is what I see. You're using an earlier version of that technology. A brainwave scanner instead of a direct neural wire. Look around. Do you see that yellow column in the distance? That's long-term memory storage. That's your goal.
So in
but you
and
can't
out.
just retrieve that data yourself. One of the programs loaded in that holotape is called the indexer. They're represented by the friendly green sprites milling around. Do you see them? The indexers have one purpose: to get the data in the yellow column and bring it back to the memory access point. You need to help them get there and back safely. Once they've recovered all the data in the memory, the program will translate it into something you can understand. If you ever need to leave the simulation, then don't worry. Nothing gets reset. You can keep going from wherever you left off.
All right, great. Okay, I need to basically get this green beam.
But now you have to deal with the security systems.
Firewall.
That red firewall is blocking you and your indexers from reaching the data. Do you see that green beam of light? That's a decoder beam. It can destroy the firewall. You just need to direct the beam to its vulnerable spot.
Which would be that thing right there, I guess. Yeah. Okay, so collect that block. The beam goes through where it was, dissolves the firewall. And then I can use these to replace the floor. Actually, I shouldn't need very many of those. Not for this one. And now for this is a relay that changes direction of the beam.
You're across the gap.
Yeah, I noticed.
Now you have to deal with the security systems. That red firewall is blocking you and your indexers from reaching the data. Do you see that green beam of light? That's a decoder beam. It can destroy the firewall. You just need to direct the beam to its vulnerable spot.
All right, and now
you just need to create a path to the data with code blocks, and your indexers can get to work.
Indexer defense mechanisms here, because those red spheres will be shooting at them.
The system has been alerted to your presence. Now things will get hairier.
Harry?
You'll need to deploy defense constructs against the system's active countermeasures. The system's sentries will do everything they can to stop your indexers from returning to the access point with the data.
Which is why you put these little turrets up. Each one of them is 20% of the data. 5 of them need to get back. That one appears to be stuck. Unfortunately, this is a virtual thing, so my weapons didn't come in. If I try to get out of workshop mode, it will take me out of the simulation.
Intrusive program detected.
Okay. Now all I can do is wait. Everything's set up.
Verifying memory file. 100%.
Good.
We're done here. We now have an access point into the next memory. Just step into the data stream where this memory was stored.
Memory file identification 0V-9AX0. Converted to audio transcription. Beginning playback.
Things are not going well with Far Harbor. Several of my people have been assaulted, spat at, interrogated for no reason. This is getting out of control. But there's still a chance they can learn to trust us.
That's just it. Your people aren't people. They're machines.
We just need one of their own who's on our side. I can't let anyone know what I'm about to do. I'll need to set up the equipment far away from Acadia. It'll double as a place to bury the evidence.
Additional location data appended. A makeshift medical facility underneath the VIM. Pop factory.
Oh, good.
Coordinates downloaded.
So I get to go back there. All right, and now onward. Because you can't take, I didn't bother to grab any more of those code blocks and stuff because you can't take them from one level to the next. All right. I need to find where I'm supposed to get some. There's some. Here's some more. So there's one of these puzzles for each memory with a grand total of 5 memories, and I'm working on the second one now. Alright, that's the first firewall. It's 2 blocks off the floor in the middle. Directly lines up with that hole. Alright. Oh, yeah, okay. And now it's blasting through up there. How about I position the first couple of defense constructs and up here, let's see, a relay block. Okay. And then there's another one, middle block, second high, so right about there. And one of these. Oh. And now, here, for the rest of it, let's see.
Beginning attrition of intrusive program.
All I got to do is build a bridge. Because, of course, if I fall off of this nonsense, then that takes me out of the simulation. There. That should do it. There's 2 on that end, this one in the middle, and
Countermeasures initiated.
2 over here.
Data breach detected. Initiating anti-intrusion countermeasures.
Oh, good for you.
Intrusive indexer detected.
The pathfinding isn't exactly super slick.
Sentry beginning erasure protocol against unauthorized indexer.
Data block retrieved. Progress.
40%, 60%. You get 4 of those little buggers, and 5 of them have to make it back, so. The first 4 get back.
Other data block retrieved.
Then,
Memory retrieval at 100%.
oh, okay, great.
Verifying. Looks good. You can now use the data stream as an access point to the next memory.
After I hear the recording.
Memory file identification 0J-2NN8. Converted to audio transcription. Beginning playback.
I'm offloading this memory. I cannot bear lying to Confessor Martin and his children of Adam any longer.
Oh boy.
Better to just forget. I found it. The location of the launch key to fire the nuclear missile inside the submarine. Confessor Martin believes it can bring his people into division. Destruction at the hands of an atomic blast. He struggles with how literal his interpretation of that precept should be. I can't risk him deciding to find the key and use it. His people were the first to accept me for what I am. The thought of them being gone fills me with nothing but pain.
Additional data appended. Location: the Harbor Grand Hotel safe room. Key code 485130.
Okay, that takes care of that. And I think this is a good place to quick save, so I'm going to exit the sim and quick save, because you can't quick save while you're in there, which is, and heading back in. Into the next most memory here. Any other blocks around this way? No, doesn't look like it. Oh, come on, quit hitting that. Well, this is like a little clue, isn't it? Oh. Yeah, I see it. And honestly, to be truthful, this is not the first time I've played through this thing. I mean, I've got almost 1,200 hours in this game, and this character only amounts to about just under 200. Okay, that was the piece I needed. All right. And all that is just to get more of this. Because each puzzle is a little more complex than the previous one. Alright, it has to hit that. It's hitting this one. Okay. So, pick that up. Put it there. Take this. All right, good. Let's look along this way for where these guys have to go. And the beam has to go up there to let them through. And it is. I need to get up there and get to where I can direct it. All right. And turn it around. Okay, firewall taken care of. Now I just got to do a little bit of bridge building and defense setting. Actually, how about that there?
Sentry beginning erasure protocol against unauthorized indexer.
Alright, that takes care of that.
Intrusive program detected.
And of course, you can't sprint in here. Oh, wait a minute.
Intrusive program detected.
There. Now all I should have to do is wait for those little buggers to get to this and back to that and back to this and so on. Why are these things just sitting here? They managed to get stuck in this thing or what? Come on, get moving.
Sentry initiating erasure of intrusive indexer.
It's like they get in here and they don't want to get out, which is weird.
Sentry beginning erasure protocol against unauthorized indexer.
Oh, for crying out loud. And I can't, like, swat them or shoot them or something to get them to do something. I simply have to wait. Did any of them get back heading that way?
Indexer.
Oh, for crying out loud. You're pathfinding.
Beginning attrition of intrusive program. Sentry initiating erasure of intrusive.
Okay, that's the last
indexer.
bit right there.
Beginning attrition of
Complete
intrusive
memory
program.
retrieved. The data stream is now available to access the next memory.
Okay, and as before, I'm going to exit and save after this audio.
0H-3X0P. Converted to audio transcription. Beginning playback.
I've made a contingency plan in case Far Harbor discovers the truth or gives in to their xenophobia despite all my efforts. I've isolated the wind turbine powering Far Harbor's fog condensers. A kill switch command will leave them defenseless from the fog and its creatures. But now that it's done, am I really capable of this massacre that I've engineered? I'm going to remove the command code from my memories. I'll bury a hard copy if I need to use it. But I can't keep it close to me. It makes me sick.
Additional location data appended. Coordinates to the kill switch command code and the wind farm maintenance building.
Okay, I just checked on my time here, and I'm at about 26 minutes so far. And while there is part of that I'm going to speed up, I don't know how much that's actually going to amount to. So I'm going to save the last two memories for next episode. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. I am out of here.